Hi guys, I am Bhumika from 12th A1 class. Today I am here to discuss what happens when we put soda and Mentos together. Soda plus Mentos produces an impressive fountain of bubbles. But why? Let's say you ask your friend and you search online, but you come up with conflicting answers. Some sources says sugar react with soda to form fountain of bubbles, and it is a chemical process, but some sources says it is a physical process which is caused by the rough texture of the candy. Now, how are you going to decide who is right? You could choose based on which person you like the most or which website is more applying and entertaining. Jokes apart, these are not the good methods for getting to the fact. There is a reason why Mentos on reacting with soda produces fountain of bubbles, and with the help of scientific methods we can figure out which one is correct. Now the second explanation. The reaction is caused by the rough texture of the candy. If the rough texture that is all needed, then the sand should also produce a reaction, and guess what? It does. On testing, the sand produced a much higher fountain and got more of the soda out of the bottle than the Mentos, and it did support our hypothesis. This is the correct explanation. Soda is carbonated beverage, which means it contains a lot of dissolved gas. The gas wants to come out of the solution and form bubbles, and it needs a surface to form bubbles. That's why you see the bubbles along the side of the glass when you pour the soda into a glass. Now you all have a question in your mind that what do you mean by rough texture of Mentos? It is round and smooth. Although Mentos candies appear smooth, but on microscopic level it is incredibly rough, providing excellent nucleation site for forming bubbles. The scientific method is awesome. It's not just for science experiment. It is a powerful way to evaluate ideas and discover how and why things work. Thank you.
Hello, I am Anjali Yadav from class 12th from Navjyoti school. Today I will discuss about the fact behind splitting over of milk from the container. We know that milk forms with the presence of vitamins, proteins and other ingredients. On the boiling of milk, their molecules of vitamins and proteins also get boiled, so they get together and forms a thick milky layer on the surface of milk, and the water molecules also present in the milk, so they also get boiled, and we know that water boils and get evaporated. But in the case of milk, due to the presence of thick milky layer on the surface, the water molecules can't evaporate, but the water molecules have to go outside from the container to go atmosphere. But presence of thick milky layer they can't go, so they pressurize the thick milky layer. Their pressure increases rapidly so that the thick milky layer get outside from the container, so that the water vapor gets outside. So due to the pressure increasing of water molecules, the water molecules get outside. So the milk split out of the container due to boiling. But in the case of water boiling, it is does not happen, because there is no restriction to get out the water molecules from the atmosphere. In the case of water evaporation, there is no thick milky layer. The water vapor get easily outside from the container, so that water does not split over on the boiling and the milk splits over on the boiling. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Bhavna from class 12th, Navjyoti Public School. Today I will discuss about how rainbow form. Rainbow are optical phenomena that appear when sunlight and atmospheric conditions are just right and the viewer position is just right to see it. So let's come to the topic. When white light enter into water droplet, bending as it slow down a bit going from air to denser water. The light reflects off inside the droplet, separating into its component color. When it is exits the droplet, it make a rainbow. Rainbow formation is a 3-step process. First, dispersion happen, then second is total internal reflection happen, then third is refraction happen. So what is dispersion? The splitting of white light into 7 color is called dispersion of light. Then second is TIR, complete reflection of ray of light within a medium such as water or glass from the surrounding surface back into the medium in it. Angle of incidence is greater than angle of critical. Then third is refraction, the phenomena of light being deflected in passing obliquely through the interface between one medium to another or through a medium of varying density. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Nikita from 12th class from Navjyoti Public School. Today I will tell you a scientific phenomena related to your daily life experience. So let's come to the topic. Why is curd sour in taste while milk is not? दही जो है वो स्वाद में खट्टा क्यों होता है जबकि दूध नहीं होता? जैसा कि आपने देखा होगा, जो दही होता है वो दूध से ही बनता है, तो जो दही है वो तो स्वाद में खट्टा होता है, लेकिन दूध है वो नहीं होता। तो आपने ऐसा सोचा है क्यों होता है? शायद नहीं। डोंट वरी, आई विल टेल यू। जो कर्ड होता है, कर्ड किससे बनता है? हमारा लैक्टिक एसिड। लैक्टिक एसिड एक ऐसा एसिड है जो किससे बनता है? लैक्टोबैसिलस बैक्टीरिया। लैक्टोबैसिलस, देखो लैक्टो का किससे आया है? लैक्टिक एसिड। लैक्टो का मतलब क्या है यहाँ पे? लैक्टिक एसिड। और बैसिलस मतलब बैक्टीरिया। लैक्टोबैसिलस जिसे हम क्या कहते हैं? लैब भी कहते हैं। लैब का मतलब क्या होता है? लैक्टिक एसिड बैक्टीरिया। तो जो लैक्टिक एसिड बैक्टीरिया है वो बैक्टीरिया कर्ड में लैक्टिक एसिड प्रोड्यूस करता है, जिसकी वजह से जो कर्ड का टेस्ट है, जो उसका स्वाद है, वो कैसा आता है? खट्टा आता है, सोर आता है। और इसकी रिएक्शन कैसे होती है? आप सभी ने देखा होगा, जो हम रात को दूध जमाते हैं उसमें हम स्मॉल अमाउंट में क्या डालते हैं? कर्ड डालते हैं। तो वो कर्ड स्मॉल अमाउंट में, उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? इनोक्यूलम बोलते हैं। ओके, जो हम दूध रात को जमाते हैं उसके लिए पहले हम जो दूध का टेम्परेचर है वो फिक्स करते हैं। एक ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर पे हम उस रिएक्शन को प्रोसीड करते हैं। तो वो ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर कितना है? वो है 35 to 40 डिग्री सेल्सियस। कितना है? 35 to 40 डिग्री सेल्सियस। और फिर उसकी वजह से तब हम आफ्टर सम टाइम देखते हैं तो वो रिएक्शन कैसे प्रोसीड होती है? जो पूरा जो हमने दूध जमाया था उसकी वजह से वो पूरा किस में चेंज हो जाता है? कर्ड में। ये रिएक्शन होती कैसे है? जो दूध दही में प्रेजेंट लैक्टिक एसिड है वो मिल्क में के प्रेजेंट प्रोटीन्स का पार्शियली ब्रेक डाउन करता है, जिसकी वजह से वो कर्ड में चेंज हो जाता है। अब एक क्वेश्चन और पूछना चाहूँगी मैं आप सभी से कि इजीली डाइजेस्ट करना कौन सा होगा, मिल्क या कर्ड? तो ऑब्वियस ही बात है, तब जो कर्ड में प्रेजेंट लैक्टिक एसिड है उसने मिल्क के प्रोटीन्स को पहले ही ऑलरेडी ब्रेक डाउन कर दिया है, तो कर्ड इजीली डाइजेस्ट कर पाएंगे हम देन मिल्क, बजाय मिल्क के। सो थैंक यू।